Hi there, I'm going to show you how to use some of the features of Twitter today. So I'm going to begin by assuming that you have a Twitter account. So I already have mine and I have mine bookmarked here up top. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to Twitter. Okay, and then I have mine signed in, my password and everything saved so that I can just go straight to it all the time. Now, one of the things that I like to do on Twitter is to send out a tweet. So a tweet is basically just a way of sending out something that you're doing or something that you want to share, like a message you want to share. So in my classroom, a lot of the things that I do is I share what we're doing in the classroom. That way I can show parents what we're doing. I can share it with other teachers, other educators, and they can see what we're doing in our classroom. So because it's summertime, I'm going to send out something that I've been doing over the summer. So I'm going to start up here by sending out a tweet. Now, what I've been doing a lot of is I've been doing gardening. So I want to share something special that's happened in my garden. So I'm going to start by putting in my message. So my message is, look what my garden is growing already. Okay, so there's my message. So now with Twitter, you're allowed 140 characters, minus if you're putting a picture in, then the picture takes up some of those characters. So in this case, I'm going to add a photo. Now, my photos are on my desktop, so I have 4 of them here that I want to add. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are all of the tomatoes that are growing in my garden. Now see how the pictures have all shown up under there. So now I can change the order just by, actually, no, I can't change the order. Sorry about that. But if I don't want the picture in there, I can actually exit off and then get rid of that picture. Okay, so say I don't like this one of the tomatoes, I can click on the X and it'll get rid of these. Okay. So you can also add GIFs now, add a GIF, which is the picture that kind of moves. So that's something new to Twitter as well that you can add. Okay, so now that I have my message, I have my pictures. I can also add in hashtags. So for example, hashtag, I want to put in garden. So now if anybody searches the hashtag garden, my pictures of my tomatoes will show up. Okay. It'll also give you a list that you can choose from. So maybe you want to put it under garden rescue, or if there's a tomato garden hashtag, then you can put it under that. Okay, the other thing is maybe I want to add another hashtag. So I can do another hashtag and I want to put tomatoes. When I'm in the classroom, I like to use a lot of the education hashtags. So I might be, like, for example, last year I taught grade 3, so I'd always hashtag grade 3 everything. Or I could do at, which will send it to a specific person. So say, for example, I want to send it to my husband. So I can do VE3. Oh, look, he just popped up. Okay, and then I can send it to him as well. That way he'll see that I've tweeted this out. Okay, so now it looks like I'm ready to go. Down next to the tweet button, it says I still have 48 characters. So that means if I wanted to add more pictures, I could still add more pictures. Another thing is you can also add your location. So if there's people on your Twitter account or on your friend list or your followers, you can actually, excuse me, you can actually add your location. So they'll be like, oh, I live in Thunder Bay or I live in Toronto, and they can see actually where you are. Okay, so I'm going to add my location, getting location. Sometimes it takes a while to list them. There we go. So now it has their Thunder Bay, Ontario. So now it'll show up under my tweet about Thunder Bay, Ontario. Okay, so now I'm ready. I'm going to click on tweet. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time if you have a couple of pictures. So it'll take a minute or two for them to upload. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. And there is my tweet. So now see here where I'm on home. So this would be my home. So this would be all the tweets that I can see. So here, there's mine. And if I go down, now I can see everyone else's tweets that they've done today. So that's another thing actually that I like to do on Twitter is I like to go and read other people's tweets. I've actually gotten a lot of really good ideas from other educators of things to use in the classroom. So not a lot of stuff for the classrooms being posted in the summertime. So I'm going to just scroll down here and see. This one here, Chad A. Stevens. Teachers explore uses of Pokemon Go with autistic students. Teaching now, Education Week teaching. Now that really interests me. So now somebody has written an article on that or a blog on that. I can actually click on their blog and it'll take me to their blog. Now say, for example, I really like this article. I think it's great. I want to share it. And something else you can do is you can share other tweets. So here the heart button tells me that I can tell the person that I've liked their tweet. And then I can also share their tweet after. So I can go retweet. And then what I can do is I can add my own comment. So I can say, try that again there. I found this article very intriguing. Now, obviously, I would read the article before I actually do this. Okay. Now, again, I can put in hashtags. I can put autism. So now one of the places that I actually work for is Autism Ontario. I do lots of work with them. So I'm going to hashtag Autism Ontario. So that way some of my fellow educators and colleagues can possibly see what I've done. I'm also going to hashtag special education. Okay. And then again, if I was at a school, like my previous school that I was at last year, I could put them in. So I can do, see, there would be my school. I'm not going to do it because it's over the summertime, but I could actually tweet to them as well. Okay. So 45 characters left. So if I wanted to continue my message, I could, and then tweet. Again, it might take a few seconds for it to actually upload. Okay, there we go. So now say I wanted to actually see what I have tweeted out or things that I've liked. So what I can do is I can click on my name over here. And it will take me right back to my page. Now see, there's my tweet that I just retweeted. There is the one about my garden. Okay, and then ones that I've done in the past as well. So if I've liked something, if I've shared something, the A's here, it says that I took part in a Twitter chat. Okay, and it gives me all of that. Okay, you can also go up here. You can see who is following you, or who you're following, who your followers are, and your likes. So I tend to like things. I think it's very encouraging for other people when you like their stuff. So I like to, if I find something very interesting or I think that it's great, I go on there and I click on like, just kind of like a confirmation to the person that I've read what they've done. Okay, and then the last thing here are lists. So there are some lists that I'm a part of. Okay, so I'm a member of all of these lists here. Okay, so then I can click on any of those to say, for example, Ontario Educators. I can click on that and that'll bring up the tweets for Ontario Educators. Okay. Okay, last thing that I really like about Twitter here, so I need to go back to my account. The last thing I really like is, okay, we're gonna go here again, that you can add in your own sites here. So I have my own website, so I've added it to my profile. So right under here, it says Google Sites. I can click right on my site. I can add in my blog. I can add in my website I've made or any other websites that I want to share right in my profile. So then if somebody does visit my profile, they can just look under here and click right on it. Okay. Last thing I wanted to show you is messaging up here. So messaging, if I don't want to actually just tweet someone or I don't want it public, I can actually go to new message under the messages and I can find the person's name. So again, I'll just pick my husband here, VE3, click on that, and then I can send him a private message. Okay, so I've picked him, next, and then I can send him a message. So hello. Ooh, sorry about that. So new message, VE3, next, and then I can send him, hello, how is your day? Okay, and then I can send it to him, and this way I don't have my 140 character limit on there. Okay, so it's kind of like a chat, like texting with someone. Okay, so I'm going to X that off. Okay, so I hope you've learned a lot about using Twitter today, and I hope that you give it a try, and I look forward to tweeting with you.